the biggest city in the country remains under a ginormous political microscope. The focus of it, all New York Mayor Adams. Governor Hochul meeting today with several local figures to discuss the future of the mayor. What will she do with all this? And will President Trump do anything, given the legal turmoil his Justice Department caused over trying to wipe out the indictment of Mr. Adams? What a mess this is. Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles with the story. She's live at City Hall for us. Darla.
Bill, the word mess is subjective, especially when terms with Mayor Adams. He says the City Hall will go on and will not resign. He is not stepping down from his post, but there are calls to remove him for office, and that's why Kathy Hochul had meetings all day today to discuss just that. But it may be easier said than done.
How did your conversation with Hochul go?
Productive meeting.
City Council Speaker Adrienne Adams keeping the details of her Tuesday afternoon meeting with Governor Hochul close to the vest after calling for Mayor Adams to step down yesterday.
Governor Hochul, fight back, remove Eric Adams.
The resignation of 4 deputy mayors in one day, just the latest chapter in the crisis at City Hall, prompting Hochul to call high-stakes virtual and in-person meetings today, which include Senate Majority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, Representative Greg Meeks, State Assembly Speaker Carl Hastie, and Reverend Al Sharpton.
People have been shaken, and there needs to be a resolve, but at the same time, we must protect the law and not establish a precedent that could come back to haunt us.
Under the city charter, the mayor may be removed from office by the governor upon charges, and the mayor must have an opportunity to be heard in his defense, which is what some leaders and activists have been calling on Hochul to do.
There are 2 ways, I understand, whether or not there's a crime or whether there's enough of an outcry of the city or of a given city that you've lost the public trust.
Also under the city charter, Comptroller Brad Lander could convene a panel on mayoral inability and states if 4 of the 5 members vote that Adams is unable to govern, a vote by the entire city council must take place in 21 days and also requires a majority of 2/3 vote to oust the mayor.
We talked about both the state and the city processes, and we acknowledged both of them are relatively untested processes with a lot of questions around them.
But either process could be long and drawn out, possibly exacerbating instability at City Hall.
We talked about staying in communication, not just tomorrow. I mean, there's tomorrow's court case, there's what will come in a contingency plan, there's what happens on Friday. So there's a set of things we talked about watching, and that, we will continue to stay in dialogue.
Governor Hochul will continue to hold meetings tomorrow about the crisis at City Hall. Meanwhile, as for those 4 deputy mayors who resigned yesterday, well, they did return to City Hall today to work, staying on until their replacement will be named. Reporting live at City Hall, Darla Miles, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.